Oh, welcome to another edition of Dash of Doctrine. I am your brethren. I am your loved one. I am your family. And today, let's get motivated. Or let's get motivated for the week, or the month, or the rest of the year. Take a look at this video clip.
You gotta have the courage. Do you have the courage to act outwardly on what you see inwardly? Or will you die a dreamer? Will you die on the verge and on the edge and in the land of coulda, woulda, and shoulda? Do you have the courage? I'm going to drop something on you. It takes courage to be successful. It is far easier not to be successful. Misery will always have company. Success breeds contempt. If you don't want to make waves, be mediocre. Be normal and fit in. And if you're more concerned about people than you are God, then neutralize everything He put in you. Just fit in with everybody else. Dress like them, walk like them, act like them, eat like them, go where they go, think like they think, do what they do. And once you've neutralized your uniqueness, you don't need courage. It takes courage to be different. It takes courage to go where you've never gone before. For some of you, it took courage to come to this conference. It takes courage to get you outside of the bar. It takes courage to be successful. It takes courage to win. People don't talk about people that don't win. If you win, they're going to talk about you. Do you have the courage to stand there though the storms keep raging and the people get to talking and you stand there and say, I've come too far to turn around? Do you have the courage? I'm going to say something to you. It takes courage to be exceptional. It takes courage to be wise. It takes courage to be rich. It takes courage to be educated. It takes courage to be knowledgeable. Because the moment you do, but you don't talk like, oh, you forgot where you came from. Look at you, it takes courage. And I'm just wondering, in this weak, watered down, mediocre society that we live in today, in this reality TV world we live in today, I'm wondering if there's anybody left that's got the courage to say, after all I've been through, and all my ancestors have been through, and all my parents have been through, I didn't come through all of that just to fit in with normalcy. I have the courage to go after my dream. Is there a woman left in this entire Coliseum that's got some courage?
You ever had an idea in mind, a dream or a plan to do something, and maybe you didn't have all the know-how or the info you needed to get the job done, and someone you knew did have this info or know-how that you needed to get the job done. The only thing that they tell you is, that ain't how you do it, or you don't know what you're doing, but they never get around to the part where they're showing you how to do it. Now, I highly respect the phrase, each one teach one. As far as I know, this is a phrase that originated during American slavery because the African slaves were denied an education. This phrase should be glorified amongst those descendant of American slaves, but at the very least, amongst the people who call themselves friends. Now, I figure if a person has the means to help a friend to achieve a dream, but yet they do not help, they probably think that that friend lacks the intellect or income and resources. Maybe they have a fear of that friend's status surpassing their own status. Or maybe the fear is that friend will outgrow them. this comedian's clip on the subject.
Listen, you know what the fuck I hate? You see somebody that you know running a business and you want to do the same thing. So you ask them what steps did they take. And it's mainly our fucking race. I'm just going to call it how I see it. Because they don't want you to compete with them. But it's enough money for everybody, bitch. So I got a friend. I'm asking. I'm like, yo, I want to start a business. How can you do it? Because she's successful. Well, Jess, it's a lot of hard work, you know? Okay. But like more specifically, how did you make it happen? Like, what did you do? I dedicated everything I had, you know, I committed, you know. But more specifically, what did you have to go through? Like, it's gonna be a lot of long nights, a lot of sleepless days, you know. Bitch, that sounds like a heartbreak. I'm talking about the steps. Who did you call? How did you get started? Specifically, since that's how black people understand specifically. Specifically, who did you call? Jesus. Believe it or not, Jess, Jesus and God were the only two people I called. They were the only ones to help me through this. Well, bitch, what's their numbers? Because I ain't getting nowhere with you.
You ever notice how when you're younger, or a kid, or maybe even a teenager, people will tell you you could do or be anything you dream of. But as you get older, and you're still dreaming, and you haven't achieved yet, people begin to criticize your dream. As they start to criticize your dream, and then they tell you stuff like, maybe you should go get a job at the post office. Well, there's this word that I know called opsimath. And what it means is a person who begins or continues to study or learn late in life. Depending on how old you are, be an opsimath. Now let's find Bible verses that talk about motivation. Philippians chapter 4, verse 13. I can do all things through him who strengthens me. 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7. For God hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. Matthew chapter 17, verse 20. If you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, move from here to there, and it will move. Nothing will be impossible for you. 1 Corinthians chapter 16, verse 13. Be on guard. Stand firm in the faith. Be courageous. Be strong. And do everything with love. Never let people shatter your dreams. Even if your dreams are bigger than life itself, it's okay to dream. Never give up on your dream. Always put something towards it. If your dream never comes true, so be it. But I feel like you should die before your dream dies.
Never give in. Never give in. Never, never, never. In nothing, great or small, large or petty, never give in except to convictions of honor and good sense. Never yield to force. Never yield to the apparently overwhelming might of the enemy.
Me, I want what's coming to me.
Oh, well, what's coming to you, Tony?
The world, Chico. And everything in it.